For years, I wanted change. I wanted a better life, more happiness, less stress. I wanted to be healthier, more confident, more at peace. But every time I tried, I felt overwhelmed. I'd set big goals, push myself hard, and then fail. I'd get discouraged, tell myself I wasn't disciplined enough, and go back to my old ways. Until one day, I learned something that changed everything. Big changes don't come from big actions. They come from small, consistent steps. And that's how my journey truly began. The day I stopped waiting for the perfect time. For the longest time, I kept telling myself, I'll start exercising when I have more time. I'll change my habits when life settles down. I'll work on my dreams when I feel more motivated. But Lao Tzu once said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And I realized my mistake. I was waiting instead of starting. So, I made a decision. Instead of aiming for perfection, I would start small. Instead of trying to work out an hour a day, I did 5 minutes. Instead of reading a whole book, I read 1 page. Instead of meditating for 20 minutes, I did 1 deep breath. It felt too small to matter. But I kept doing it. And that's when everything changed. The power of small steps. At first, 5 minutes of exercise seemed pointless. But after a week, 5 minutes became 10, then 15. 1 deep breath turned into a daily habit of mindfulness. 1 page of reading became a book a month. The changes were so small, I barely noticed them. But over time, they built momentum. And momentum is powerful, because the hardest part of change isn't the action itself. It's starting. The science behind tiny changes. I later learned there's a psychological reason this works. It's called the 1% rule. Instead of trying to be 100% better overnight, focus on getting 1% better each day. 1% doesn't feel like much, but over a year, that small daily progress compounds into massive transformation. James Clear, in Atomic Habits, said, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." Big goals fail because they rely on motivation. Small steps succeed because they build systems. How small steps changed my life. Here's what happened when I committed to tiny daily changes. I stopped procrastinating. Because doing something small felt easy, I no longer avoided it. I gained confidence. Seeing progress, even small, proved that I was capable of change. I became consistent. It was no longer about motivation. It became my identity. And eventually, those tiny steps led to big results. 5 minutes of daily movement led to a healthier, stronger body. Writing 1 paragraph a day led to publishing my first book. Practicing gratitude daily led to a more peaceful and joyful mindset. Your tiny step starts today. If you've been waiting for a sign to change your life, this is it. Want to be healthier? Start with a 5-minute walk. Want to be more mindful? Take 1 deep breath right now. Want to learn a new skill? Read 1 page, watch 1 lesson, write 1 sentence, and most importantly, do it every day. Small steps become habits. Habits become a lifestyle. A lifestyle becomes the person you were meant to be. Final thought. The power of 1%. Confucius once said, "It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop." Whatever you want in life, you don't have to achieve it overnight. You just have to start. And 1 tiny step at a time, you'll wake up one day and realize you've changed your life.